WNBA champion. In a franchise first, you can create your own WNBA My Player and take her through a real WNBA pro career. Want even more W competition? You can match up in 3-on-3 games against other aspiring WNBA ballers in the W Online, where you can ball out on a beautiful new court.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capela in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5. Now here's Tatum. Pass to Tice. The kick out to Tatum. The tray. Rebounded by Capela.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Young taking his time here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Young fires away from outside. Rebound Boston.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Tatum finds Walker. Pass to Tice. Misses the layup. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Young. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Brown inside. And Capela sends it back. And they're pushing it up. Here's Herter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. On the wing, Brown. From downtown, again, the miss by the Celtics. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Young for 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Young with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cantor comes in for Daniel Tice. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. Now, here's Cantor. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
On its way from Young for 2, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Right there, you love what Young gives you. A great facilitator in transition, and he's also a terrific finisher.
And Cantor throws it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
to the left side wing. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. Here's Wanamaker. Over Young. Second shot opportunity. Wanamaker the pass to Canner. To the middle. Here's Williams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Here's Young. It's tipped. Here's Tatum. Tries again. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Reddish the pass to Collins. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. In the corner, Smart with it. Here's Wanamaker. Smart with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Outside Tatum. At the elbow, Williams. The kick out to Tatum. Takes the three. Good. And a nice assist for Williams.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
Young way outside. Gets a hand on it. And he trains the three. But let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question is, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though...
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Boston on top, leading by just 2. And
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Jones. And it's Deadman into the center, locking down the middle. Up again. Here's Jones. Goes up again. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And Smart the bucket on the assist by Brown. Smart's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capela is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capela. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. And another shot. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got 5. The Hawks trail by 8. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. All going up court. And there's the whistle on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Teague for three. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a...
And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Bembry misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Brown, the putback. It's good on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Bembry kicks to Capela. Pass to Bembry. Hawks passing it around. Here's Herter. Offline with his three. Celtics leading by 8. Hayward dishes to Brown. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
And last season for Capela wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Cantor checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Brown with it and guarded by Capela. It's stolen by Teague. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Herter. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, an example of Jeff Teague using those quick hands to come up with key steals.
And with Capela and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capela seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capela could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
There's the three. No good. Shot missing. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Outside Tatum. Cantor kicks to Tatum. Boston. No good that time either. The Hawks trail by 6, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Atlanta making some changes. Here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Young fires away from outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Outside, Walker. Feeds it to Cantor. The kick out to Tatum. There's the pass to Walker. Clock at 4. Over Young. They grabbed their own miss.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Atlanta's shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Outside Tatum. Makes it off the glass. Tatum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
What a polished scorer is Jason Tatum. Use your physical gifts and get to work.
And so it's Boston.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were always within striking distance. And that's...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at point. That's the Boston 5. Hayward is doubled. Stolen by Collins. One-on-one fast break. Young against Walker. And Trae Young hits from deep. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion and has it on automatic.
The Hawks trail by 5. Back to Collins. Hunter with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Capela, and it's put back up and in by Capela. Capela's got his first points in this one.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capela skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from 3.
Young outside, out to the right wing. Collins kicks to Young. He nails it, and we're tied up. Young's got 12 points in the game.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
And Tice throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Young fires away from outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Hayward. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's a 4-point Celtic lead. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. From deep three-point range, another miss by Young.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Brown the pass to Hayward. Jacks up a 3. Williams dishes to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown wide open. He fires. Great positioning on the putback.
And then they continue to control the glass.
The Hawks trail by 6. And here's Young from the arc. Again, Young missing.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Brown kicks to Hayward. Back to Brown. A 3-ball. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Atlanta's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Williams passes to Brown. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. He dishes it to Williams. It's Brown on the wing. Over Hunter. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Celtics lead by 8. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Tice, no good.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Shot by Collins, no good. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Passes it to Collins. Back to Young. It's stolen by Tice. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
The Hawks trail by 7.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Back to Wanamaker. Brown feeling it out a bit. Off on that one. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Clint Capela teed out there with Bembry. Then it's Reddish. And it's Jones in at power forward.
Some athleticism on display. Jason Tatum, the speed, the strides on the drive.
Celtics leading by 9. Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by Capela. Capela's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Tatum with another miss.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's Reddish. And Boston with the rebound. Tice has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Tatum. Over to the wing. And a wide open look for Walker. Drills the 3-pointer. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside, Jones. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside, Jones. And Jones slams it in.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Pass to Tatum. Looking to end his cold spell. Tice kicks to Walker. Outside, Smart. Here's the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Capela's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Reddish the pass to Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Bembry. That's tipped.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Some changes for Boston. Robert Williams comes in for Enes Kanter. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Daniel Tice. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Fernando's checked in. Walker finds Tatum. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Tatum passes to Williams. Back to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, if he gets near the cup, Jason Tatum will lead, no doubt. Woohoo!
It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hawks. It's a 14-point game. Here's Fernando. That shot off the mark. And the Celtics going the other way now. The shot by Hayward, wide open. The offensive rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That's his first foul.
Oh, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Teague.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7", with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Brown, the pass to Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The three from Tatum. It's hauled in by Clint Capela.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Pass to Huerter. And a deep three from Young. Another miss by Young. Left side Walker, down low. The pass to Brown. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Yo, this is the 2KMC, and it's time for some top plays. This week, we are voting for the top play of the fall and the winner of 500,000 VC. You narrowed it down to the top 2, but now it's time to choose the best. For your first finalist, we have Folksdom 2.
Terrific shot of Nathan Phillips Square here in downtown Toronto. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. 2019.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capela. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Lowry can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Three-pointer. And again, Toronto no up.
3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
Here's Young. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Lowry against Young. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Young dishes to Capela. From deep. Young's shot is off.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Siakam, that's good.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All VanVleet does is make winning plays.
Young outside, over Lowry. Again, Young missing. The Raptors have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. It's stolen. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And the dunk by Capela.
That's a beautiful break and an excellent defensive play by Kevin Huerter to kick it off.
Lowry drives in. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capela skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Siakam for 3. Hunter grabs the miss. For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Collins kicks to Young. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love how hard DeAndre plays, showing some heart on the offensive glass.
Lowry up top, Capela covering. Siakam passes to VanVleet. To the inside. Here's Ibaka. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Teague for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. For 3, VanVleet. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And a change for the Hawks. Dedmon's checked in. Jones kicks to Dedmon. Second chance shot. And Davis pulls it down.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
The Hawks trailing. Fires from the wing. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
Boucher passes to Hollis-Jefferson. Powell for 3. Shot clock at 6. Davis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's tipped. Here's Boucher. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jeff Teague.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thoughts, reminiscing about his championship year with...
It was always a team, and I think we don't...
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Atlanta, you've got Reddish. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Fernando can't get it to go.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Davis. Atlanta also making some changes here. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. Lowry finds Powell. Lowry with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. It's Powell on the wing. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer, Lowry. Second chance effort. Toronto working the ball around now. And that one is good.
Unafraid to challenge you inside. Lowry's a scoring threat on all 3 levels.
Young for 3. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Toronto leading by 3. Pass to Powell. Inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Offensive rebound. Boucher. Now the pass to Lowry. And it's Lowry again missing.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Young.
Let me tell you, off the catch, Trae Young transfers the ball into his shot pocket as quickly as anyone.
Foul inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it. When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Siakam inside. Working on Jones. Siakam, that's good. Now it's a 7-point Toronto lead. Now here's Capela. It's Young on the wing, covered by Van Vliet. Chalk up 2 there. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Here's Siakam. Rebound by the Hawks.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Young from deep 3-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Now just a 2-point Raptor lead. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out left to the wing. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. He dishes it to Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capela.
Opponents have to be careful when Capela is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Some changes for Toronto. Marcus All comes in for Serge Ibaka. Davis is subbed in for Powell. Atlanta also making some changes here. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teagan for Young. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Jones is running. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Here's Anunoby. And a close game so far through the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now the Hawks moving it the other way for the lead. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Passes it to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Lowry against Young. The rebound by Young. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. From deep 3-point range, they get it back. Here's Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Because he's played.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, he was considered to be just a piece of the puzzle when he was drafted. John Collins now a cornerstone for this franchise. Woo, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts. It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
Anunoby kicks to Siakam. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Finally, now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
And no good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Young, right side, gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Lowry has it in the corner. Buries it down low. Lowry's got 6 points.
Lowry is just a ball of muscle out there. He has no problem taking a hit like that and still finishing.
And Pascal Siakam can absolutely score in bunches. Put up 25 in a quarter last season, and when he gets going, look out.
GA, when Pascal Siakam is on, it seems like he's involved in every play. Must stay consistent. But you know what? He's a special player who can carry a team to win on any given night.
Here's Young, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 23.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
From deep, Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 6 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. It's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Here's Jones. Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. They shoot again, and the layup is good. Jones has got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Yep, it counts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jones kicks to Dedmon. Pass to Teague. Here's Bembry. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. The shot that time, not on target. It's Davis with the drive. Ejected by Teague.
And who would have thought it would be Teague to send that shot away? Great block.
Toronto grabs the miss. Fast break, here they come. It's stolen by Reddish. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Dedmon, that shot missing. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. To the paint. And stolen by Dedmon. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Reddish with the slam.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
2 on the clock. And Jones sends it back. They retain possession. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Dwayne Dedmon, Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Reddish, and it's Fernando in at the 4 spot.
Staying aggressive on the offensive boards. Dedmon's a tough guy to box out there.
Hollis Jefferson, yes, and the foul. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And that one misses. The Hawks leading by 5. Teague feeling it out a bit. The 3-pointer no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Bembry the pass to Dedmon. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Reddish kicks the Teague. 5 on the clock. Bembry shot good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hawks. 3-point lead with the tip. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. The shot by Lowry, no good. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Bembry the pass to Fernando. Here's Reddish. They get the rebound, and Dedmon throws it down.
And above the rim finisher, Dedmon gets most of his points right at the rack.
Down low, Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And that one falls for Davis. And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Hollis Jefferson. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capela, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. For 3, VanVleet. Rebound, Atlanta. Dedmon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Young, good.
The charisma, the superhuman workload. Trae Young is built for stardom.
VanVleet passes to Anunoby. Back to VanVleet. For 3. And again, Toronto no up.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Young, no good. Raptors trail by 8. Stolen by Collins. Shoots. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Capela. Young's got 17 now, just in the second half. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Count that bucket.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred Van Vliet. He is tough and he's aggressive.
The Hawks leading by 8. Young fires away from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Not a lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. Here's Siakam. Here's Ibaka. Lowry up top, defended by Young. Lowry can't get it to go.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Capela, the pass to Young. From deep three-point range, up again.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board. Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Hawks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Fearless at the finish. Fred is just unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Collins wide open, he fires. The Hawks again can't hit. And here are the Raptors now. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And Capela sends it back. It's Young on the wing. Shoots from the baseline. Missed.
I love Kyle Lowry's commitment at the defensive end of the floor. He's a hard-nosed player.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sun shining brightly on downtown Philadelphia. That's the setting for our broadcast today. Welcome, everybody. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks.
Absolutely, DA. Thank you. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capela in at the 5 spot. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now, here is Young. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Embiid finds Harris. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Richardson the pass to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot on. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Young outside. Young is double. Passes to Capela. Here's Herter. Hawks passing it around. Here's Young. And that one goes long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Tipped away. Outside for Simmons. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound by the Hawks. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Capela, the pass to Herter. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Harris, no good. The Hawks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Ring shot on the way. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
To the middle. Here's it. That was a strong
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arsenal.
And Young, here we go. And the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be.
Oh, what a play!
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Richardson outside. From outside the arc. And it's John Collins with the rebound. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. 1:53 left in the first quarter. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Capela. Collins against Harris. Pass to Herter. Young outside. Over Richardson. Young, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Richardson, good.
Tenacious on the take. Richardson effective at driving to the basket and converting through tough defense.
Hunter dishes to Collins. And here's Young from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Young's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Simmons. Horford kicks to Richardson. On the pass to Thybulle. Now Embiid, and they double up Embiid. Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping. For. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that one, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Atlanta. They're up by 1. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with block.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Robinson is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Mike Scott. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Thybulle in at the 2-guard spot. The 76ers making a switch here. Milton's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. A nice shot by Teague. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Fernando. And that comes off the assist by Jones. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Picked away. And here we go, Hawks running again. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Burks the pass to Milton. 76ers moving the ball around. The 76ers again can't hit it.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Reddish kicks to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Fernando. Second chance shot. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The 76ers trail by 13. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Horford comes in for Korkmaz. Richardson, he's checked in for Robinson. And Simmons subbed in for Alec Burks. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capela, he's checked in for Jones. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Milton the pass to Richardson. Left side, Horford. And stolen by Hunter. Capela with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Pass to Huerter. Young outside. From deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by Atlanta.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Young fires away from outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Shake Milton. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Josh Richardson. Then for the Hawks, Wayne Dedmon comes in for Clint Capela. And it's John Collins in for Bruno Fernando. And here's Young from the arc. Again, Young missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
Young drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 10 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Harris's shot is off. Young with the ball. From deep three-point range.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1 point. And that'll about...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The 76ers trail by 11. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Huerter make up the backcourt. And it's Capela in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Horford, he doesn't hit that one. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. It's Young on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Hawks.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here's Simmons, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Alec Burks checked in for Philadelphia. Then for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for Hunt. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Boy, Richardson has a sneaky mid-range game, folks. Keeps the defense off balance.
Teague, the pass to Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Horford. They're great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And, Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
Goes up on the high post. Robinson misses.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
At the elbow, Jones.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes it to Korkmaz. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia. Atlanta leading by 21. Pass to Reddish. Robinson against Collins. Here's Bembry. No good from outside. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Philadelphia. Here's Robinson. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Harris finds Robinson. Collins with some nice D.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
The pass to Bembry. Teague for three. Rebound by the 76ers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's stolen by Reddish. to the inside. A nice shot by Teague. That's 10 points for Jeff Teague. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Throws it up high. Jones, no luck.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Shake Milton, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Horford. Then there's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Neto in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
You know, Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Graham dishes to Collins. Young way outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Raul Neto. Milton in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Clint Capela. Capela's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Richardson. Young from deep 3-point range. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Bucket is good.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Young from deep 3-point range. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Thybulle, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
Pass to Herter, back to Young. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Young's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Hawks.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
Atlanta making a switch here. Lavissiere's checked in. Simmons can't get it to go. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And Labissiere gets it to go.
Sensational finesse from Labissiere. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's very effective at nailing these shots. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Passes it to Herter. And stolen by Thibault. Here's Simmons. Finished off the break. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
With Ben Simmons, his wheelhouse is in close. The closer he is, the more dangerous he is.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hawks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
Boy, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Here's Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Young way outside. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Pass to Embiid. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Embiid, the pass to Horford. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Thibault kicks to Embiid. It's deflected. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The muscle, the weight room, the training coming into play right there for Horford. He was just able to work through that contact.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 19-point game. On the wing, Scott. Back to Simmons. Thibault the bounce pass. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. And his potential, unlimited.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
No good. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
wasn't tuned in back then. My swag they keep jacking. I ain't doing no verse, quit asking. What's poppin'?
That is so cool. Zion announcing his next-gen cover on TikTok to Jack Harlow.
And here were the Boston Celtics arriving earlier. The players with a look at...
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young.
Thanks, D.A. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capela in at the 5 spot. Tice, the shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Oh, tremendous find there by Kemba. He draws loads of attention, opens the court up for his teammates.
So the wing on the left. The shot. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Tatum, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor. A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
With the second effort, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the defense Capela provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
So he can't get either to fall.
And Bones, with that Clint Capela trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capela's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
The pass to Hunter. It's Young on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
On the wing, Brown. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Brown.
Improving size does not matter. Walker comfortable slamming it up inside.
Young drives in, and he gets the bucket. Young's got 5 now.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And you see the speed on display. Walker using it well whenever he gets into traffic.
Shots good from Young.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Walker the pass to Tice. Back to Walker. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Atlanta making some changes. Damian Jones is checked in for Capela. Reddish comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teague in for Young. And then for Boston, Smart's checked in for Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Now, here's Hunter. Back to Teague. Outside Collins. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them.
A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Here's Cantor following the bucket by the Hawks. Wanamaker looking over the floor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So he gets them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Passes it to Dedmon, and stolen by Williams. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Boston again missing.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pass to Reddish. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Jones kicks to Reddish. Jones the pass to Teague. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket by Jones.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
To the left wing. Inside, here's Williams, and Jones sends it back, and he recovers it. They recover it. Cantor dishes to Williams. Back to Cantor. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
Well, from the D-League to dominating defensively, Dwayne Dedmon hustling around.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Dedmon with the block. To the middle. Here's Bembry. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Hawks lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta, Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at power forward.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Smart.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The Celtics shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Smart finds Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. Williams passes to Brown. It's rebounded by Herter.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Young fires away from outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
The shot's good.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Smart passes to Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Young. Here's Capela. Pass to Herter. Dishes to Reddish. And here's Young from the arc. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped them from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Fernando. Young outside, poked loose, and the pass to Herter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Down low. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control. I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And the shot goes down.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Cantor dishes to Williams. Brown wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Brown's got the lead up to 14 now for Boston. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. Back to Wanamaker. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They could use a bucket. Keeps it alive, and it's put back up and in by Capela.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capela skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Brown finds Cantor. Young with the ball. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Fernando. Excellent D from Cantor.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Pass to Reddish. Here's Herter. And here's Young from the arc. The shot, no good. And the Celtics can't hang on to the ball.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And through the first half, a pretty lot. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that should do it with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. Young, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
That one goes. Count it. Brown's got 13. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Clock at 6. Hands it from downtown. Young's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hawks.
That's Young's favorite shot right there. A lights-out long-distance sniper with unlimited range.
And even 3-on-3 break. This one for 3. But they recover it. Hunter. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Rebound, Atlanta.
Oh, not a good look there, guys. No one near him, and he still clangs one off the rim.
Young finds Collins. And here's Hayward. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The 3 from Tatum. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bembry's checked in for the Hawks. Celtics also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Young. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in. Pass to Walker from past the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Dedmon's got his 5th rebound in this one. On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with Greg's supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
And the Hawks making a change here. Jones is checked in. Boston also with the sub. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Now, here's Hunter, guarded by Tatum. Fires from the corner. Hunter, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Williams kicks to Walker. Here's the dish to Tatum. Buries it from 3-point range. Tatum's got 5.
And no doubt what's on Tatum's mind when that pass is coming to him. He's got a scorer's mentality. If it's a clean look, he's going to let it fly.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Celtics leading by 15. The kick out to Williams. Outside, Walker from outside the arc. Can't hit that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Williams. Tries again. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And finished off by Collins.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
Boston's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Smart kicks to Tatum. From deep. Cranes it from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Jones. It's not going to go for him. Williams with the defensive effort. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Puts up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Celtics lead by 6. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Hunter is out there with Jones. And there's Teague. Then it's Clint Capela. And it's Reddish in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Back to Teague. Taken away by Williams. Brown feeling out a bit. Pass to Tice. Here's Williams. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Celtics. Now Reddish. Teague the pass to Hunter. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
It's stolen by Capela. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Teague inside the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Tice passes to Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. From deep, Walker drills it from outside. And the Celtics lead by 19.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
There's the pass to Capela. Now here's Reddish. Defense is right there. Shoots over Brown. That's short off the rim. Celtics leading by 19. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Rebound Atlanta.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense. Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
And here's Tatum for 3. It's rebounded by Teague. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. To the inside. Off with the layup. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Capela and the dunk by Capela.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Tatum's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 19. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that 3rd guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
Shot's good by Walker.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Herter. Young in the corner. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Walker. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
A big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
On the wing, Brown. Shoots the 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jaylen Brown.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
The first free throw is good.
Kevin Herter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Celtics leading by 15. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Langford dishes to Green. Passes it to Wanamaker. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Atlanta has possession. Graham gets a wide open look. Atlanta again missing. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Langford the pass to Green. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from 14. Kept alive. Williams kicks to Green. Here's Ojale. Pass to Wanamaker. To the paint. Here's Williams. And finally they hit one. And the Celtics lead by 17.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was...
some VC because this week on NBA 2K TV, it's an interactive special. Plus, some first looks at 2K21 Next Gen, my team updates, and your top plays.
Now it's ended up.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capela in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Collins. Here we go, one-on-one. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Young looking it over. There's the 3. No good on the shot, and Toronto will go the other way with it. Lowry for 3. Hunter grabs the miss. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Herter, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Hunter goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Passes to VanVleet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it.
And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. The drive by Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Hunter, no one around him. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Siakam for 3. Lowry finds Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Good defensive work there by Young. The Hawks trail by 4. For the finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now, here's Anunoby. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Davis. Following the basket by Cam Reddish. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Davis. Back to Powell. The tray. They get it again. Outside for Davis. Fires for 3. And that's good. Norman Powell for 3.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Pass to Teague. And here's Reddish. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Jones. And the Raptors also making a change. Boucher is checked in. Now here's Powell. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Davis. Off target from three-point range.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Bembry the pass to Fernando. It's stolen by Davis. Goes up. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And there's the pass to Bembry. Reddish dishes to T. Here's Dedmon. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 5. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his...
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former Defensive Players of the Year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Davis is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Gasol in at the 5. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Atlanta with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bembry. Great D that time from Davis. Raptors leading by 5. Dedmon with the block. Here's Bembry. He's guarded by Davis. Bembry misses. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. It's deflected. Teague surveying the D from the baseline. That one off the back iron and out. And here's the fast break. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
How about the blinding speed of Hollis Jefferson? Leave him in the dust, Rondé.
The shot by Reddish, no good. The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Powell finds Davis, takes a 3. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And it's a 9-point Raptor lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Toronto working the ball around now. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game. And the technical free throw is good. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way.
So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Now that one from Van Vliet.
Well, Fred VanVleet says, I am coming right back at you with a three-pointer of my own.
Collins, that's a two-pointer, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. For Atlanta, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Lowry to the wing right side. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. From deep three-point range, that shot off the mark. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Siakam pulls it in. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good at recognizing when his teammates are open.
Over to the left wing. Young outside. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Good on the three-point shot. Lowry's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Young's shot is good.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Lowry finds Anunoby. Yes, that goes in.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
Clint Capela, he's checked in for Jones. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw, no good.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Shot clock at 6. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Lowry for 3, hits it from three-point range. Lowry's got 6 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
But he stays with it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young from outside. Here's Hunter, and foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And a wide open look for Siakam. No good with the triple. And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. And Kyle Lowry, one of the great do-it-all. And that's a...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Herder the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capela is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point. The Raptors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
From deep. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lowry for 3. Rebound Atlanta.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Atlanta making some changes. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teagan for Trae Young. Marc Gasol is checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet. The Hawks trail by 17. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Hunter. That one's not going to go. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Anunoby has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Hunter, no good. Raptors leading by 15. Powell kicks to Lowry. Here's Anunoby. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Shot by Collins, no good. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Lowry passes to Siakam. A wide open look for Gasol. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Teague inside the line. Atlanta again missing. For Toronto, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. To the inside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Teague against Powell. No good that time. The Hawks trail by 18. Passes it to Capela. It's tipped. Gasol with the steal. Siakam outside. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Davis against Young. 6 on the shot clock. Powell. And the rejection by Collins.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
The Hawks trail by 18. And here's Reddish. Dedmon. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Davis kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lets the three fly. The shot by Powell, no good.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Top of the key, Reddish. Back to Young. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. And Collins is right there.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now Powell. He's got 6. Looking to get it going. Good D by Jones. That one, no good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. All around, it's hard to point to any one area where they haven't had the upper hand in this game. Back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Ibaka, Andre Hollis Jefferson out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Terrence Davis, and it's Van Vliet in at the 1. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 9. Outside Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces him to get sloppy.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Now here is Davis. Van Vliet finds Hollis Jefferson. And Siakam has it in the corner. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Really poor pass there, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Clint Capela, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Toronto also making a switch. Anunoby's checked in for 3. Van Vliet up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 10.
We know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
Young way outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Anunoby's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And here's Davis for 3. It's rebounded by Herter.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Here's Van Vliet, and contact on the shot, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Anunoby, good.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Davis against Young. Back to Herter. Kicks to Young. Kept alive by Atlanta. And it's Capela missing. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Anunoby in the corner. Van Vliet left side. Rebounded by Capela. Capela's got 7 rebounds in the game. Young fires away from outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
Knocked loose. It's off his leg. And it's being called a kickball. Collins checked in for the Hawks. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Lowry. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 8. And he overshot that one, missing.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Inside. Got a piece of it. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Out to the right wing. For 3, Van Vliet. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capela's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Toronto leading by 6. Outside Lowry. Siakam outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Clint Capela.
Well, great job to put it on the deck and draw the contact. You can see the versatility of Pascal Siakam's game.
And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. The Hawks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Young way outside. That 3 off the mark.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Outside Lowry. There's 42 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Gets the first. That will put them up by 9.
Well, the 24th pick back in the 2006 NBA draft. Who knew Kyle Lowry would develop into a perennial all-star? What an impressive career.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. 3-pointer. Got a piece of it.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Right wing. Now the pass to Lowry. To the right side. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
With the putback, and it's put back up and in by Capela.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capela skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
From deep, no good. And so it's Toronto winning this one. And David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
for the land of the...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capela is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point guard position. Now, here is Young. Outside Collins to the wing on the left. Simmons against Young. Shot clock at 5. Capela. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, this is what Capela does. I mean, an active rebounder who hits the offensive glass with force.
Down low, here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Young, no good. And so Horford will bring it up for the 76ers. In the corner, Simmons with it. Passes it to Harris. Back to Simmons. Embiid dishes to Harris. 20 feet out. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist from Tobias Harris.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. For 3, hits the three-point bomb.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Richardson up top. Rebounded by Capela.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Simmons slams it in.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
It's Young on the wing, guarded by Simmons. From the corner, Young, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Simmons slams it in.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Now here is Harris after the miss from Cam Reddish. They get a hand on it. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Richardson following the bucket by the Hawks. He kicks to Simmons. To the middle. Collins with it. Now defended by Embiid. Here's Reddish. Outside Teague. Right wing. Here's Hunter. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris looking it over. The pass to Horford. Philadelphia moving the ball around. To the inside. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Reddish. They get the rebound. Hangs. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, you can't be careless around Horford. Throw up a weak shot around him, he'll send it back.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Harris. Down low. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So for the Hawks, Jones comes in for Clint Capela. And it's Bembry in for DeAndre Hunter. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. Now, here's Thybulle. To the paint. Embiid inside. Working on Jones. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Pass to Bembry. Here's Herter. Takes the 3. And no good. And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers ahead. They lead by 5. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day,
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Jones. And it's Herter in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Now, here's Burks. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Scott, 6 to shoot, but they'll get another chance. Embiid kicks to Korkmaz. Inside, and Embiid throws it down.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaway.
Here's Young. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he sees it.
Back to Korkmaz. Now the dish to Embiid. Thybulle on the wing. And the 3 off target. The Hawks trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Young, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 7 points.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. From deep 3-point range, out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Jones. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Embiid. And Robinson III comes in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Alec Burks. Scott, the pass to Horford. Taken away. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. The 3. Again, Young missing.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
And going to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear.
This crowd is stunned. Poked away. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capela, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Kevin Herter. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Harris is checked in for Mike Scott.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
It's stolen by Reddish. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Harris kicks to Simmons. A minute 50 left now here in the second. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Reddish. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Teague's got the ball.
And I love it.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
Capela with the bucket.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Now here's Milton. Simmons finds Milton. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Milton's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. Hunter, the pass to Fernando. Some solid defense from Robinson.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
The feed now to Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Oh, look at the big fella Al get up. Given his size, dunking is basically second nature.
Fernando goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Simmons kicks to Harris to the left wing. Robinson up top. No points in the game yet for him. On the wing, Harris. And a miss there on the triple. Up in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Hey, Kev.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. They controlled the second quarter for the most part, and they were able. And that's.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Young against Richardson. Young's shot is off.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
In the corner, Simmons with it. Embiid, the pass to Richardson. Left side, Horford. Back to Richardson. Outside for Simmons. Back to Richardson. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass to Hunter. It's hauled in by Richardson. Richardson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Capela, the pass to Hunter. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. Richardson outside. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And Harris wide open. He shoots. His three-pointers off the mark.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
The Hawks trail by 8. Young with the ball. Out guarded by Simmons. Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. He's off on that one, so Atlanta will take it the other way. The Hawks, another fast break opportunity here, and it's good, 2 points. Now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
And Al Horford, the 5-time All-Star, very much a leader on this team with his success in the league.
Yeah, Horford has always been a guy that passes the eye test. The numbers don't jump out, but he plays winning basketball. Great head for the game. Knows how to complement other stars.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Josh Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. The 76ers again can't hit it. A steal. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. A fast break chance. Thybulle on the wing. Burks kicks to Korkmaz. And they double up Embiid. No good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Outside, Jones. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Embiid. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. There's the pass to Burks. Back to Korkmaz. And the 76ers get it back. And the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game. Teague finds Jones for the lead. And the layup is up and in. Jones has got his second basket.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. What a quarter that's... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups back to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Jones. Young is out there with Bembry. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. Young against Burks. Young's shot is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Though he's not truly a dominant rebounder, Horford will find a way to beat you once in a while if you fail to put a body on him.
Burks against Young. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Shake Milton in for Robinson. And so Horford will bring it up for Philadelphia. Burks kicks to Milton. Embiid trying to break loose. A shot by Milton, no good. The Hawks leading. Fast break, the Hawks. And Reddish with the slam.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
Knocked loose. Here's Fernando. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunk.
Young way outside, and Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Pass to Jones. Young outside, and there's a foul. It will go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capela, he's checked in for Jones. Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. And then for Philadelphia, Harris is checked in for Shake Milton. Josh Richardson comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Alec Burks.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside. Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Young for 3, and once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
Harris passes to Simmons. Richardson kicks to Harris to take the lead. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, and that's what you expect from your star players. I mean, Horford turns it up, including coming through with the big key buckets.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Atlanta's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And finished off by Collins.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Tips it, and it's Horford with the extra effort. Horford's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip here.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
An awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Simmons finds Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Right side Horford. Embiid with it. It's stolen by Capela. To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Ben Simmons.
And of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself, and we've already seen the upside.
He's not about to let those points get away. I mean, he knows they're going to need him tonight.
Embiid, the pass to Horford. It's Richardson on the wing. Harris outside. Horford kicks to Embiid. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a two-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
And it's blocked by Simmons.
But the reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to one. And so Collins nails both of them. The 76ers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Richardson the pass to Simmons. To the paint. Embiid, no good. So it's the Hawks now. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He sinks the clutch free throw.
6'10" center from Switzerland. I mean, Capela, he's become a nightly double-double threat. Strong big man.
Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Embiid. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Yeah, how about the bucket to tie with the D just all over him. The free throw to give them the lead. Just a fantastic play all around. Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch. You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Well, growing up in Australia, Ben Simmons played lots of Australian rules football. When you watch him play, that's the toughness you see.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Al Horford.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.